and I was able to go to their office. We did some networking, and I was able to meet the High Commissioner of Refugees, that is the High Commissioner of UNHCR, that is Filippo Grano. But I've wanted to be known worldwide, and whoever that is watching me will be inspired by what I'm doing, and to do whatever he or she wants. That you never know until you try. So if you see me on TV, and you see my story from where I started, you're like, okay, I'm here. So that means I can also do it and be there. So I think I can tell the world a story of a young refugee boy. So one time I found myself there. I don't know how I did. So basically, I was addressing this notion that people have, that we refugees are paid monthly allowances so that we keep staying in camps and don't go back to our country of origin. So they think that we're here because it's beneficial. Some of them don't know that we're here because of some situations back at home.
On another episode of the Red Table Podcast, I am your host, Nyamwai Susanna. Our guest today is
the only brown South Sudanese in Kenya so far, Mr. Chol Matiop Chol, aka K2, aka Son of the South, aka the podcaster, aka Poet K2. Nice to be here.
welcome.
Thank you so much.
If you describe your childhood,
Uh-huh.
am I jumping right in or?
No. Everything starts from birth. So yeah, it's good that we are starting with the child.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could describe your childhood using 3 moments.
Yes.
What comes to your mind first?
It was wild. It was hectic. It was life experiencing. I grew up in Kakuma, so anybody from Kakuma, anybody from any refugee camp, not only just Kakuma, but also Uganda, Ethiopia, they know, growing up as a kid in the 90s.
In the refugee camp?
Yes, in the refugee camp. Life was more physical, things that you experience physically than the current generation. Is it Gen Alpha, or what do they call them? From 2012 to 2025, Gen Alpha now. Everything now is about PS and all these iPads. So I don't think they've experienced the physical stuff. So it was fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
What part of your South Sudanese identity shows up the most in your poetry and advocacy? Because I done my research and I found out you advocate and you do poetry.
Anytime I say I'm the only brown South Sudanese in Kenya so far, so basically it's a tagline. It's a tagline that I somehow got used to it. You know, growing up as a young kid, when I moved from the refugee camp, came to the urban areas, that is now specifically Githurai 45. People think it's Nairobi, but it's not Nairobi. It's in Kiambu. So I grew up being bullied because of my dark melanin skin. So most of the time people will tell me that I should be advertising Kiwi. I should be the brand ambassador of Kiwi. That I should not play at night. I may hurt myself. I should be wearing white stuff. All those stuff. So I used to be an introvert when I was a kid, because I was afraid of how my skin looked. Most of the people around me were Kenyans. The young boys who were Kenyans, they were brown. So I was the only person that stood out differently. Yes, and all of that. So I will keep myself at home. But now I decided when now I reached to some point of life, I accepted my dark skin. It's something that I cannot. If I want to change it, I can. Nowadays, people are using what do they call? I don't even know what they are called because I don't use it. The creamy stuff. But I accepted my dark melanin skin, how beautiful it was. God gave it to me. So now I said, why don't I take an irony so that when I say something,
to capture
and
their
then
attention.
and then people will be like, but you're black, and then I'm like, yeah. So basically it's a tagline that I always use a lot.
That's nice.
Yes.
So, poets.
Yes.
When did you realize your voice could be used for something bigger than you? Because I've seen you sharing very sensitive stories on your TikTok. And tell us, and poetry about mental health. Tell us.
So now I've been in the game for a while now. I've been in the poetry game for close to 10 years. So it started way back in Kakuma in the year 2016. Is it? Yeah, 2016. So I used to be a public speaker a lot. I think it started in primary back in the days also when I used to do debate clubs and all of that. Then I started doing public speaking whenever people are called upon to speak on behalf of other people that cannot speak. You know, there are people that are introverts that can't talk a lot about some things. So I'll just find myself saying, let me speak on his behalf. And then I come forward, I speak and all of that. So one time I decided, let me put it into an art. So I remember there was an event that was happening at there's a place called Kalmachuch in Kakuma. So I decided, I went there. They called who can speak on behalf of other people and anybody that has anything to say. So I told the DJ, play any more emotional tune. So I started speaking. From there, I think the UNHCR staffs. So what I could see, and they said, you somehow have a talent that is hidden. And from there, I will start speaking on behalf of other people. So you'll find that there are things that are happening back in the community and nobody is speaking about them. So poetry became my only way of talking about that, and in an art form, in a way that is fun, educative, and something that can be remembered for a while. So I think started 9 years ago, and mostly I don't do it because it's just talent. I think I do it because I like speaking up and speaking for people that can't voice out their challenges that they're facing back in the dark. Yeah.
Okay. You recited the powerful poem I told you about just a few minutes ago.
Yes.
What moment in your life inspired you? You know,
to
share that poem and write it.
Yes. So now I've had many. First of all, so that there are three types of poetry. There is a narrative poetry, there's dramatic poetry, there's lyrical poetry. I'm a narrative poet, so basically I'm a poet that does what? That narrates stories, that narrates poem in form of a story. So some of these things that I write, they're inspired by what I see or what I've gone through. The poem about the mental health, it's called Suicidal Thoughts. It's a poem that I wrote in 2017, 2018, and it was I thought of it in 2012. Yes, that was it's a sensitive poem on my side because I think I lost my mom in 2011. And after 1 year after that, I went through a lot mentally as the only son from my mother. I went through some mental stuff, and I remember I've never said this on camera, but I almost committed suicide back in the days. So that stuck with me until when now I discovered my art of poetry. So I decided, if this is what I can go through, how many people that don't have these platforms to speak that are going through this? So I wrote that poem. It's called Suicidal Thoughts. It's something that I relate to. It's something that a friend of mine, when we were in high school, also almost committed suicide. So I thought of like, let me speak about this so that whoever that is outside there that relates to this, not only just men, but not only just the youth, but also the general public, basically. So it's an inspiration from what I go through, and it's an inspiration from what people also go through.
So how has your own healing shaped the way you write and advocate for people?
It has shaped a lot because they say practice makes perfect. So the more you do something every now and then, the more you become very good at it. So the way I used to write 9 years ago, that's not the same way I write right now. So it's very different. Back in high school, I remember we used to write letters for 20 shilling, and you'll send it to the neighboring school. So back in the days, it was just fun. It was just fun, but right now it has become more serious, more sensitive. So with time, it has shaped a lot how I think about topics that I need to write. Sometimes we get what we call poets. Poets will understand this. It's something called the writer block. So basically, it comes a time where your head is just blocked. You can't think about anything. You can't even think about writing anything. So with every now and then, it has shaped my way of that kind of topics that I choose, the kind of let's say rhymes that I used to use. Back then, it was all about when we were starting. It was all about punchlines. When I say this, will people react to this way? Nikisema hivi watu watasema aje? Watu wasipo react hii inaenda na change nini, but with time say it has shaped a lot my way of writing, and I really I'm really looking forward to seeing more of what to come.
Oh, nice. Let's do a quick reflection game.
Yes.
Describe your current mental state using weather.
Okay.
Weather metaphor.
My current state using weather, I'll say it's rainy. Rainy because a lot is happening. A lot is happening on my mind. The different ideas. So you're how do I put this? You're in a situation where you feel like everything is favorable, but you're confused which one to pick. So they're all coming down. So ujui ni gani utachagua. So it's all coming on you. So I'll say it's rainy. It's rainy. So somehow blessings are falling, but you're missing some when you want to grab everything. Yeah, so it's rainy.
No sunshine and rainbows.
It will be sunny maybe soon. Yeah, but it's rainy, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
What of yours?
I think it's cloudy.
Okay.
A bit cloudy.
Why?
I have a lot of things in my mind, and when you're thinking of something and then again something else comes in and then you again lose your train of thought. You plan on doing something, but then there are other things that have to come. Like there are things like now I have school, I have exams coming up. So my mind
So
has
when
been
you say it's cloudy, so the vision is not clear.
blurry, very blurry.
It will rain on you very soon, just like the way it's raining on me. So don't worry about that. Your time will come. Your time will come. Yeah.
So what's a misconception about refugees that you wish people unlearn today?
I've said this, and I think it has gotten me into trouble a lot. One, there's I don't know how many of you guys know of a page called Nairobi Gossip. It's a very famous page in Kenya. It's a page. It's a blog. It's a blog that posts things that are trending in Kenya. So one time I found myself there. I don't know how I did. So basically, I was addressing this notion that people have that we refugees are paid monthly allowances so that we keep staying in camps and don't go back to our country of origin. So they think that we're here because it's beneficial. Some of them don't know that we're here because of some situations back at home, not only just South Sudanese, Somalis, Burundi, Congolese. So this notion that we're paid monthly and the notion that we have money, such that whenever we go to places, let's say we go to a shop, if the trouser that I'm supposed to buy is 2,000 normally, once you're seen as a refugee, or let's say basically they say it's Wasudi, the trouser will be around 3,000 or 3,500 because they know you have money. And then when you try to bargain, they're like, kwani ile pesa ya this month haijaingia, UN wajacheza kama hao. So there's that notion that we have money. I don't know where they think about, or they thought about that, but that notion should somehow go away. The other one is that people think we are violent because of what happens back at home. So they assume that since they're from a place that is of war, so if you try to do anything to them, they'll be violent, they'll hurt you. So yeah, so those are some of the two misconceptions that I think people have a lot, that people should get rid of.
Yeah.
I mean, what of on your side?
Misconceptions about
Wasudi.
in general.
Yeah, mostly Wasudi tuseme, because we don't know others. People wanaambiangwa
The
aje.
main thing is them thinking we have money. People thinking we have money all the time. That is not the case.
But what
like
do you
some of our relatives work really hard
Yes.
to just get us the little we have, and what makes it difficult for people to understand is how we carry ourselves. You might have little in your pockets, but you carry yourself like you have much because you're happy that you have that in your pocket. And sometimes people don't understand that. They don't understand, how do you have that little, and they will assume there is more. That is not the case. South Sudanese have this thing of carrying themselves with a lot of, I have something and I like that. But then other people think you have a lot of money. You have money.
But now also, I think there's some behaviors that we, mostly the Nilots, let's say the River Lake Nilots, when we talk about the river, we're talking about like the Luos in Kenya. I don't know, they're spendthrifts. They spend a lot. So at times you'll find that if I go to a supermarket, then they say something is 10,000, it's supposed to be 4,000, and then I say, okay, pack it. So they're like, these people have money,
And
then
they think it's all.
yeah, they think it's all. So you'll find that we buy, we are very extravagant, like we like lavish stuff a lot, just like the Luo. You at a back at home, you see it, someone will pack a V8 kando ya nyumba yenye ni ya matope. That V8 is worth close to 13-14 million. That alone can even build 3 or 4 bungalows.
Nice, right?
Yes. So I think sometimes me I think you in a support kidogo as to why people think that we have money. But that will not stop me from spending my money. I'll spend. Yeah. Although I don't have money, don't come and rob me. Me sina pesa, I don't have money. Maybe she has.
No, I don't.
You do?
Tell me about a moment in your advocacy work that changed you personally.
Yes. There are many moments. And first of all, unajua, this work of advocacy, it's sensitive, it's risky, it needs commitment a lot. So you'll find that there are things that you end up doing that may endanger your life. When I was coming here, I won't mention his name, but I happened to have met a young man from Kakuma. He's also a poet, and he has some good work that he's doing. I'm almost getting into details, but maybe I may expose his name, but that's not it. So he works mostly in refugee camps. He advocates what people are going through. So there was this issue that was happening in Kakuma refugee camp in February, right? This year, the demonstrations that were happening, there was the relief of food, the quantity of food that was there. I think I also did a poem on that, found myself on NTV. I don't know how they took my footages. You guys, you'll have to compensate me. I found myself there. So you'll find that this young man in the camp who advocates for the rights of this refugee camp, some of them are intimidated by some of these authorities that why are you speaking on the dirty stuff that are happening back in the camp. So it's a risky experience. But I think the moment that really changed my advocacy, or that really defines how this advocacy thing became a thing, I think in the year 2023. I was on my way to Eldoret, Mbuga Vizuri. I just left. By then, I was not residing in Nairobi. I was residing in Eldoret. So boarded a bus, left Nairobi. We arrived in Nakuru, had lunch. We now started our journey from Nakuru going to Eldoret. I think we had not gotten into not even 15 minutes. So I get a call. Someone says, yes, hello, is this Chol Matiop? Yes. This is this and this from UNHCR Nairobi office. We've come across one of your poems, that is the refugee poem, and we would like to have a conversation with you. Are you available tomorrow morning? I'm in Nakuru going to Eldoret. Bro, I told the bus driver, stop the car. I lighted from the bus, took the next bus to Nakuru town, took a bus, came back to Nairobi, and I was able to go to their office. We did some networking, and I was able to meet the High Commissioner of Refugees, that is the High Commissioner of UNHCR, that is Filippo Grano, is the High Commissioner. And when I sat on the table with that guy, I think there's a picture, you guys will put it there. This was a moment where me being a refugee myself, and the fact that I have people back in the camps that somehow look up to me to speak on behalf of them. So I was somehow able to sit down with him, talk about things that people are facing in the camp, like what are people seeing on the ground. Because I remember one of the questions that he asked, and I think it's now happening. He said, in case of, apart from just the relief food that is given every now and then, what other thing do you think we, as the body that is in charge of you guys, can do to help you guys grow and be self-reliant on yourself, so that you can do something self? And there are a lot of stuff that we discuss on that day. And I think after that exposure, I was able to get networking to speak on many other big platforms. I got a chance to go to the national television, that is Citizen TV. Got a chance to have a conversation at the African Forum on Displacement. So I think that moment of meeting the UNHCR High Commissioner really changed something on my advocacy, and it really gave me a push of how important, how sensitive this thing can be, and how helpful it can be to those that can't speak for themselves. Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you believe that poetry is underrated in the entertainment industry, and what made you feel that way?
It's very underrated. Not only just, I think poetry, comedy, but comedy is somehow getting there, but mostly poetry. I don't know why, but people think that people are not entertained by serious things. Or let's say they're not a fan of serious things. I remember one time I went to perform at a South Sudanese.
I guess they are not fans.
Yes.
Words that don't make sense directly.
Yes. I went to perform at a South Sudanese event, and then I was performing a poem, and then someone came and told me, my friend, we've cried a lot in South Sudan. These things won't make us cry here. So you're wasting your time. So that was, yeah. And I think what contributes to that a lot, I know I'll get in trouble by saying this, but let me just say it.
You to get in trouble.
The level of illiteracy that is there back at home. Beat me if you want, but the level of illiteracy that is there. People are educated back at home. I'm not saying people don't misquote my words, but the level of illiteracy that is there, that you'll find that a lot of people don't really get, because whenever we are performing, some of us get into deeper topics, Some of us use deeper words. So a lot of people don't get it. So it becomes very difficult for them to just sit there, listen to it, try to understand what it is. By the time you're trying to understand, the other line has passed. So I think that contributes a lot. But poetry is playing a very, 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 very big role. There's a Sudanese poet, not a South Sudanese, Sudanese poet. Why am I forgetting her name? She was able, because of poetry, she was able to be nominated as, appointed as the UNHCR UN ambassador, goodwill ambassador to UNHCR globally. So she was speaking on behalf of these other people. She went to these big stations, that is the UNHCR and the UN headquarters, and it's through poetry. Yeah. Also, you guys, I don't know what's up with. I don't have any beef with community artists or this, yeah, but my guys, these guys are taking these people more serious than what we say. Well, I'm not trying to, like, sisemi mutuhurumie ati ndio we get, but please take a bit of your time and see what we say. I know we don't recite poems that are praising people so that you can be given cars, no, but at least take a bit of your time and take a look at what poetry is all about. Explore it. Listen to poems that people are talking about. There are a lot of poets in South Sudan. There's a young lady called Adut. There's a young boy. There's a guy, a friend of mine called Adol Poet. There's a lot of poets in South Sudan that are doing very good, and I'm loving the way people are now, the poets themselves have taken the poetry stuff very serious right now. The platforms that I'm seeing that are being open in Juba. I've not performed in South Sudan yet. Hopefully, if there's anybody that is watching this, please get me a gig, man. Let me perform. I've not performed in the motherland yet. So poetry is very underrated, but our time is coming. You see, just like the way back in the days, the modern songs were not that well accepted, and then TikTok came along. People are doing challenges with these songs from the artists, the likes of Militan, the likes of Milton Kizi, Marco Boy, Kim Swag. You see, the way people have accepted it right now. Back then, it was the likes of these legends, John Kudus. What are they? The other legends. But time will come. Time will come where poetry will be the center of passing on information. Yeah, but it should not be underrated for the time being.
Yeah. So, poet, what's a line from your own poem that still gives you chills when you read it?
Oh, wow. I don't want to. I want to be known by my name, not as a refugee. Because you see, that status alone, it's a status that has stuck with me and other people for more than 20 years. And I don't want that to only just define me. There's more there's more to me being just a refugee. I'm a podcaster also. You see this wonderful thing that you guys and the crew are doing. It's a very good thing. And by the way, people think, let me just pass this. People think starting a podcast or any event is easy.
It's not.
It's not. You see, this team that is behind right now, apart from us that are in the camera, it takes determination, it takes hard work, it takes scripts. Yeah? You can see that some of the questions that she's reading, and it takes time for. So it's not an easy thing. And these are things that we, the refugees, are doing. So there's more to that. So instead of me just being a refugee, known for getting relief food every end month or all of that, kuna vitu zenye si tunaweza fanya bwana. There's a director behind there that is controlling this camera. there's a great team behind here that has done all of this setup. You see the stage, all of this one. So there's more to us just being refugees. We have lawyers, we have great public speakers, we have poets, we have singers. Some of you guys don't know, but Militan Bogigenje is a South Sudanese, a relative of mine to be specific. So Mumwana, so we have talent. We like our status does not define our capability. Yeah, so that's why that line sticks a lot with me. I want to be known by my name, not just as a refugee. Yeah.
It's time for a quick game.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll give you a random word,
Mm-hmm.
and you give me a poetic line inspired by it.
Here we go. Oh, in my poems, or I just create something.
Anything.
Wow. It's been a while since I wrote something, but okay, let's see. Mm-hmm. No, don't be hard with me.
I want to be
Okay.
simple.
Uh-huh.
Love and peace.
So I'm in love with a Kenyan lady. Madly in love with her. She's Luo. So apart from her mother tongue, English is her second language and she speaks it so well. My in-laws speak to me in vocabularies. They'll be like, Omera, if anything happens to her, we will spontaneously dislocate your dental formulas. Yes, love. Whatever. What else? Which other word did you say?
Peace.
Peace. My flag has 6 colors. Black, a color that represents the black melanin skin that my people have. Red, the blood that our forefathers shed when struggling for freedom. White, the peace that we've been longing for decades after decades.
That's amazing.
Yes, give me more. I want more.
Okay,
I want more.
poetry too.
Mm-hmm.
Finish the sentence.
Okay.
Poetry saved me when?
When I was at my lowest and I had nobody to speak to. So I wrote a poem and it brought out a message, and some people that related to it also came forward, and finally I had someone to speak to.
Kenya made me.
Kenya made me who I am. Kenya has contributed to my education from nursery to where I am. Kenya, the Kenyan environment also has contributed to how I think and some of the things that I want. Kenya is my second home. Or I can even say Kenya is my first home because I was born in Kenya. Yeah, Kenya has contributed a lot.
Okay, South Sudan lives in me through?
Through my dark melanin, through my roots, through my parents, through my siblings. Yes.
Being a refugee taught me?
Not everybody loves you. Yes, there are people that think that you've come to their country to take their chances, their job opportunities. Yes.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And sad too.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but we'll get there.
Pick one and why.
Yes.
Silence or storytelling?
Hey, I'm an extrovert. How can I even pick silence? Storytelling, because I'm a narrative poet, so I like telling stories a lot. That's why you'll find that I'm bored when I'm around people that can't speak. Yeah. So yeah, storytelling, because that's my profession. That's my way of life. So storytelling, and the reason as to I'll pick it. It's because it's my source of income, if I may say. Yeah.
Home or adventure?
They say you think that your mother is the best cook until you travel outside and test another food. So I'll pick adventure always. Yes. So I need there are places that I need to go to. I want to experience what happens not only just within. I've been around East Africa. I've been Kenya, Uganda, South Sudan, but I need to go outside there some of the places that are in my bucket list. I don't know how you thought of this, but that's a question that I thought will come through, but it has come in another way. I want to go to Cairo, Egypt, to the Great Pyramids of Giza, the Great Wall of China. There's a place in Zanzibar. I don't know what is it called. And then there's a place in China. I wanna experience. So adventure always.
Nairobi nights or Nairobi mornings?
How? I don't think there's much that happens in the morning unless if it's online and you're using your phone. So I think I'll choose Nairobi nights. Although I'm not that much of a night person, but a lot of things happen at night. Yeah, so I'll say Nairobi night. Yeah.
Okay. You aspire to be a journalist?
Yes.
What kind of stories do you dream of reporting one day?
Successful stories, people that came from a low point in life to making it, and also inspiring the community that you can make it no matter where you are. Stories like there's a story that Larry Mado, who's one of my idols that I look up to a lot. There's a story he was telling of a young guy in Nigeria. This guy came from a humble background, but he had talent in making, I don't know, it's this technological stuff. And he was somehow spotted by a company in the US. He was taken there, and as we speak right now, this guy is living a very good life, and his family are somehow, they've gone from a single room that they used to squat in to a very good house. So such stories, inspiring stories basically, and also stories that shine light on the positive side of Africa. Yeah, because for the longest time, I think the media, I think the Western media has portrayed us as a country that is very poor. Continent. Thank you for correcting. But I want Africa to be a country, though. I don't know why. So that unity. So that's why I find myself saying the country. So I want to shine light on how good Africa is. Such stories. So those are some of the stories that I really want to talk about as a journalist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you see a connection between poetry and journalism, or do you pull different, or do they journalism and poetry, do they pull different parts of you?
I think it's the same. Poetry we speak, journalism you speak. Poetry we report what is happening back in the community in a poetic way. Journalism in a storytelling way, which in other words, poetry has narrative poetry, which is storytelling. So they're somehow connected somehow. I remain corrected though, if you think I'm wrong. Yes.
If you picked a microphone, if you had a microphone right now,
yes,
and the whole world was listening, what story would you tell first?
I'll tell a story of a young refugee boy who inspires, who wants to be known for creating change and giving opportunities to others who are less fortunate. And that young boy is me. I don't think this is bad, but for the longest time, I've wanted to be known worldwide, and whoever that is watching me will be inspired by what I'm doing, and to do whatever he or she wants. That you never know until you try. So if you see me on TV and you see my story from where I started, you're like, okay, I'm here. So that means I can also do it and be there. So I think I can tell the world a story of a young refugee boy that wants to be known worldwide and inspire lives of people that are less fortunate.
Yeah, are you into business? Are you into entrepreneurship?
If you're in Nairobi and you're not into business and there's no any source of income, boy, Huku ni shamba la mawe. In English, let me put it properly, yeah? Like over here, this is a capital city. They say the capital city of Africa, yeah? Nigerians know this, Ethiopians, Ugandans know this. There's no way you're in Nairobi if you think your source of income will only be one. Anything can happen. And what happens next if that source of income? Yeah, so I'm into business. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a company. It's an Airbnb company. It's called Buy Airbnb. So Buy basically in my Dinka language means home. So Buy Airbnb, so full Buy Nilotic Souls. So that's the entire full company name. So it's an Airbnb business that me and a friend of mine that we grew up with started sometime late last year. So we rent out Airbnbs, fully furnished ones that are very well fully equipped, fully furnished. You only just come with yourself and your clothes. Everything else, how you're gonna cook, everything is fully furnished there.
It doesn't sound easy. Are there challenges you face?
A lot. Mostly when it comes, any person that starts a business knows that capital is getting capital to start the business is the hardest part. So I think getting money to start it was a challenge, and then it's very expensive. Mostly furnishing it. So you'll get a room that is empty. And then you are the one now to bring the interior designer. Thank God my wife is very good at interior designing, so there were no expenses on that part. So she did all the Airbnb rooms that you see. If you've been to any of my Airbnbs, that's how great work that she has done. So you have to get an interior designer. You have to get people that are gonna do a lot of mostly physical work like lighting, all of that. Furnishing is the hardest part. The moment you furnish it, it's good. Also, it's a risky business. I think sometime last year or 2023, there were issues of people being harmed in some of these. So you never know which client will end up being will end up making you being on the news. You'll find yourself at Citizen, you're explaining yourself. Sasa watu waliingia kwangu. Sasa niliwaambia watoe ID lakini walisema wanamalizana tu kidogo warudi. So it's a risky business. You never know what may happen. It's a competitive one. It's a very competitive business. You'll find that, let's say, some of the places of the apartments that you're booking your units at, you'll find that 90% of the rooms in that apartment are Airbnbs also. So if you don't do your pricing properly, it's gonna be a challenge on that side. So you need also, there are only three things in any business: location, management, and marketing. Location, management, and marketing. So the moment you have all those three, you're good. It's tiresome. You don't sleep, and you are never far from the phone. I can't remember the last time I got a missed call in my phone since I opened that business, because you never know who's calling. That customer may be calling for a long term. The customer may want to pay even 200,000. The moment you get such customers, so it's a business that is very active. It needs you on the ground most of the time, so that you need to check on your clients. So yeah, it's a very fun, hectic, and financially, it disturbs people financially a lot. So mostly whenever you're not making profits, you have to get into your pockets and
like Wi-Fi, very unexpected things.
Yes, happening. And the worst part is the gas. Na inaishanga usiku sijui kwa nini. Like I don't know why the gas ends at night. There's no time you'll ever hear the gas has ended at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. It waits at around 9:30. All the shops have closed, and then it ends. So it's a very fun life. And also apart from that, I'm also getting into the real estate. So soon we may be renting out apartments to some of you guys that are watching. So stay tuned to this podcast. I may be coming back to launch.
Give us an update.
And no, that is a deal breaker. I'll be
okay.
Spoiler. That will be a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Okay, no
Yeah, but
problem.
soon, something good may be coming.
Inshallah.
Yes.
What's the funniest or most unexpected thing a guest has ever done?
Well, I won't say their names, but
Don't say their names. We're just here for the tea.
I think they broke the bed. Whatever they did, they know. Yeah, they broke the bed. Someone leaving with the key to another county. You have to make a call. You have to make a call. It has to be sent as a package. Something as small as this. Because now getting a repair is, some of these apartments are very sensitive. Yeah, so those are some of the. Also, someone pretending that he does not have money. Someone will tell you that I'll pay you later on, and then ends up doing whatever that he or she does, and then checks out without you knowing.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they broke my bed, though. Yeah, that. Yes. Yeah, it's like a lot of things happened. Like the Airbnb business, a lot of stuff happened. Like clients can even have, they have cases outside. Once they come to your unit, whatever trouble or whatever that was happening outside, you'll be involved, whether you like it or not.
It's your business.
Yeah, it's your business. Yeah. So yeah, those are some of the stuff that have happened in some, and the fact that it's now December. Crazy. It's a crazy month. Yeah. Rooms are booked fully. People are even willing to pay you 3 times the amount that just to tell the other client to get out. Yeah. So it's a very hectic month. December is hectic for this business.
How does entrepreneurship shape the way you see the future?
I think entrepreneurship is everything, because for money to circulate around, there needs to be more employment. So you having a business and employing someone somehow changes his or her life. So I think entrepreneurship, it has already changed a lot in Kenya. It has already changed. That is, whenever people are creating self-employment. Back in the days, you only used to wait for companies to employ you. But nowadays, youth are employing themselves. So people are opening their boutiques. People are opening their podcasts, like the one that you're seeing over here. So it has somehow reduced the rate of unemployment. And if this continues, it will change a lot of things. It will change the way people used to depend in terms of sources of income, in terms of infrastructure, because you have people that, let's say the Airbnb business, people that want to build apartments so that they can rent them out. So it has changed infrastructure. It has contributed to infrastructure. It has contributed to the circulation of money. It has contributed to way of life. Back then, I think it was people used to book lodges or these motels or hotels. But right now it's all about Airbnb. So the more these entrepreneurship ideas are coming through, the more changes that happen around any environment.
So, poet, what advice would you give your younger self? I know there are a lot of South Sudanese boys and girls, young adults that are out there, and they may be going through what you went through as a child, and they don't even know how to get out of it. What would you like to share? Because some have been told you're too dark, like the story you just told us. Really funny. And if they are like introverted and they are not even able to speak out, like if they are facing anything, they can't even come out and speak. What would you advise them right now? What would you like to tell them? Your younger self, just look at them.
First of all, I'm still children. Mi bado ni mdogo sana. Yes. So to the younger generation, or to the younger me, if I was to the 10-year-old me, there's a saying that goes that a mouth that can't speak can't be fed. I don't know if you've come up across that. So what do I mean by that? Maybe, like the fact that now we're in a world of technology, like everything is online. You never know until you try. Like whatever that you want to do, at least try it, so that whenever you fail, you can say I tried. But also, chances are you may try it and it succeeds. So go for whatever that you feel like you can do. Anything is possible. Trust me. Yeah. The current richest man on earth, Elon Musk. If you follow his story from how he started from a humble family, or from a place of just thinking that this will be successful one day. Some people are doubting him. The current the founder of Facebook, Mark, is it Mark? Yes. This guy, when he thought of that idea in 2005, and called some of his friends to the dormitory in Harvard University, I told them this idea, technology is becoming big. So there's this idea that I have a platform that people will be using to talk. You can even to chat and all. Some of his friends lied and told him this will not work. You do whatever that you're just overthinking. Some went. I think 3 or 2 of them are the only people that trusted in him. So they said, let's try it. Where is he now? This guy can buy anything that he wants. So you never know until you try. And whatever that you're going through right now, no journey is soft. No journey is easy. The challenge is obviously that you'll go through in that journey, but those are trials and
ups and downs.
Yes, those are trials that are making up your testimony when you're successful. So go for whatever that you want to go to, and don't let people discourage you. Let me tell you a story. There's someone, I don't, he may watch this, but there's someone that didn't believe in my poetry. Bro, as we speak, it's good. I'm doing well in poetry. When I got one of my biggest paycheck, I took them to a certain very good hotel, and then he was like, "Hey, what is this? How did you get my hotel? You remember that thing that you said wouldn't make me money?" Yeah, that's what's putting the food on the table here right now. We're having fun. So believe in you. Say to you that you will make it. Yes. So believe in yourself. Go for it. Yes. And please watch your company. Yes. You see, your surrounding, your circle contributes a lot to how you think, contributes a lot to what you want to do. Some people, you'll find that you're in a circle of 10 people, and out of those 10 people, only one believes in you. So if you're someone that is somehow affected by peer pressure, you'll end up not doing what you want just because you think that your friends have said it's not happening. So surround yourself with people that somehow have the same vision like yours. So that's what I will tell Chol Matiop Chol at 10 years old. Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all that today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I've enjoyed.
If you want to reach out to poets, share.
So to anybody that wants to reach out, I use platforms like TikTok, that is poet_K2 in number. Instagram also poet POET_K2 in number. That is Facebook, Instagram, and also LinkedIn. And I think my direct call, I use Safaricom. So you can call me for any business. That is me being now the entrepreneur side, being an entrepreneur for my Airbnb. We're located at Savo, Royal Suburb, that is in Roysambo, Lumumba Drive, not far from TRM Mall, not far from the main Kasarani Stadium. So for those that are going to be coming for AFCON, I'm the guy to call. If all my rooms are booked, I'll get you. So you can call me at 0792 730 130 to book any of your units. And also, I'm also an MC. So if you want me to MC at some of your events, that's the same number that you can call me at. Yes, and thank you so much, Red Table Podcast, for having me. I've really enjoyed the conversation. Yes, looking forward to more episodes. This episode, I think the other episodes, by the time I'm coming back, we'll be doing a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
To our viewers, thank you for watching. I am your host, Manuel Susanna. Like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.